introduction. All right, good morning, Wesleyans. Good morning, Miss Cole. So today, you guys, we're going to start class with something a little bit different. We're actually going to be talking about one of our character strengths that you see at the top of the room there. With a hand, can somebody tell me which of these character strengths are we focused on here in reading class? Which of these character strengths with a hand? There's a big clue on the wall for you to make an inference. Oscar, which are we focused on?
Zest.
Zest. And looking at our character strengths up there, how do you know that zest is the most important to me in reading class? It has a highlighter around it. So Oscar made an awesome inference based on the highlighter, but I'm really focused on zest here in reading class. So today we're going to talk a little bit about what zest means and why it's important. Daniel C., can you please read the first objective for me?
Students will be able to
Define and demonstrate. That means we're going to know what zest means, and we're going to know how we would show zest in reading class. Johnny, what is our definition of zest?
great enthusiasm and energy, approaching life as an adventure, motivated to complete challenging tasks.
Great enthusiasm and energy. Everybody show me real quick with your face, what would it look like if you had a lot of enthusiasm? I know it's early, I know it's morning, but with your face in 3 seconds, show me what is enthusiasm. 3, 2, 1, show me. Rodrigo and Lucia added some hand motions. Faith looks a little tired and enthusiastic. Okay, enthusiasm, I can tell by Faith's face, I can tell by Rodrigo's face, is excitement, when you're happy. But zest is more than just being happy about something, right? It is also motivation to complete challenging tasks. Point to the place in the room where we have a poster about taking on challenges. Where in our room do we talk about taking on challenges? I see a lot of folks, including Victor, including Cynthia, including Maria, pointing to our challenge by choice poster. Right? Challenge by choice means that we like taking on challenges. We choose to be challenged. We want to do hard stuff. And this is the aspect of zest that is the most important. It's not just a smiley face. It's actually this idea that you want to take on challenges because you know you can do it because you want to do it. Some examples of zest, or some synonyms, are vivacious, that means full of life, and courageous. Lock it up with the person sitting next to you and tell them what is an example of a time in your life, it doesn't have to be at school, any time in your life when you have showed zest, when you've been really excited about doing something that was pretty challenging or pretty difficult. Tell your partner.
Wow.
Keep talking for the entire time you're given. That's part of zest. With a hand, is there someone brave enough to share out what is a time when you showed zest outside of school? A time when you showed zest outside of school. Those of you who made notes in advance are really well positioned to share. I see a couple hands creeping up. You just talked about it with your neighbor. Take a risk. Challenge by choice. Put yourself out there. Lucia.
I remember when I was on the cross country team, and the race you always have to sprint at the end, but you're usually tired by the end. So not only me, but all the people on the cross country team have to show zest in order to finish.
I'm going to pause you real quick, Lucia, because right now we're not doing a very good job of respecting the speaker, and I want to talk about zest and I want to talk about awesome life experiences. But if you're banging your table or your pencil on the table, or Rodrigo, if you're interrupting, then Lucia can't share her story. So sit up, put your eyes towards the speaker. Lucia, I apologize. Can you please tell us again when you showed zest?
So basically in cross country at the end they tell you to sprint at the end because they want you to catch up to the finish line, and you have to show a lot of zest because by then you're really tired and you have to push through all of it to get to the end basically.
Lucia's example is a great fit for zest because it demonstrates not only that she's excited about running, but also this element of she's doing something really hard, right? It's really hard to sprint at the end of a cross-country race. And this actually goes with the word stamina. Does anybody remember what the word stamina means? This was one of our vocab words. What does the word stamina mean? Jeremy remembers, Larish remembers. Jeremy, what do you think? The ability to sustain prolonged physical or mental effort. That is an awesome dictionary definition. Can somebody put that in our own words? What would that mean in reading class, for example? Juan?
Like it's hard you need to keep yourself in a place so you could put some more effort to take it.
Can you say that last part again?
Like you have to stay paced to finish what you're doing.
Okay, so when you're really tired, you have to keep moving, Johnny, sit up and stay on pace to finish what you're doing. Excellent. So Jeremy gave us the exact dictionary definition, the ability to sustain prolonged physical or mental effort. Like Juan explained, we can also think of stamina as the ability to work hard for a really long time. Lock it up with the person sitting next to you and tell them, why would it be important to have that kind of zest, the stamina kind of zest, the zest where you're excited about working really hard for a really long time? Why would that be important in reading class? Go.
Because you never finish. Like I have stamina.
Okay.
Push yourself, talk the entire time you're given. If you've already run out of ways that zest is important in your reading class, then talk about why is zest important in life, and your life work might help with that. Go. So I was having a really interesting conversation with this middle table. And one thing that I think would be helpful for us to understand in order to figure out why is zest important or is stamina important in reading class is how are zest and stamina related? Why are we looking at the word stamina when we look at the word zest? Take a minute and think it through. Think about the definition of zest, which is enthusiasm or wanting to challenge yourself, and the definition of stamina, which is the ability to work hard. How are those two things related? I'll know that you've made a connection when I see your hand in the air. I see one hand in the air. What is the relationship between wanting to be challenged and being able to work hard? Two hands are in the air. Wanting to be challenged and being able to work hard. 3 hands, 4 hands, 5, 6. Tyler, what do you think?
I think zest and stamina are related to each other because in zest we push each other to do better, and with stamina it will help us. It'll help us push to be better.
Okay, so zest makes us want to be better, and then stamina helps us push for that. I like how you incorporated this idea of zest is where we help each other. One thing that we can think about as we're thinking about why is zest important in reading class specifically is we have a couple of really important things coming up, right? On the lower end of importance is your AR. It's really important, but it happens every 3 weeks. So don't be surprised in 3 weeks when it happens again. What do we have going on in 32 class days? Star! And guys, that means that math is in just 30 days. Because math and star are happening the same week. Why will zest and stamina be important for math and star? With a hand, how are we going to need zest and stamina when we take those 4-hour tests? Jason?
Because if you don't have them, then you would just be bored and just click the answers without thinking about it.
Okay, if you don't have zest, you get bored. The opposite of zest is boredom. Awesome point, Jason. Even more important than star, 8th grade is coming. You guys are getting ready for 8th grade. Sit up. How many days do we have until 8th grade?
42.
42. How many days do we have until 8th grade? 42. 42 classes until 8th grade. And in 8th grade, y'all are going to need to be able to be independent learners. We've talked about independence a lot, right? Math class is going to be a different format. You're not going to have a writing class. Writing class is going to be embedded with your technology. Right? There's going to be a lot of ways that you have to take responsibility for your own learning. And if you're getting bored, you won't be able to do it. You need zest. You need the opposite of boredom and stamina to get you through the 8th grade. We've talked about what zest looks like in your life, like Lucia's cross-country meet, and why it's important in class. I want to give you guys a couple examples of students who have shown zest over in the past quarter. So this is our real live Challenge by Choice award for this quarter. And this award is going to a member of Wesleyan who shows a lot of zest. She shows zest by turning in 80% of her life work. She shows zest by asking for help when she needs it so that she can take on challenges that she might not be able to do on her own. She shows zest by having enthusiasm and positive energy, even when some people might say class is boring. So this person is a good model for zest, and this person is, drumroll please, would you like a celebration? Ballin? All right. Start dribbling. 3, 2, 1. Ballin! Awesome job, Maria. So Maria has earned a surprise party at the end of this week for her life work completion. But now, in addition, she has also earned a small group trip to Starbucks at the end of the quarter. So she, along with these other Challenge by Choice award winners and the next round of award winners, will go to Starbucks. I will be presenting another Challenge by Choice award in this class in about 3 weeks. So you can earn that by showing zest. Another group of individuals who have shown zest by taking on challenges are the folks who have earned the highest grades on assessments this quarter. So we had our nonfiction quiz and our Unit 3 test. And there are people who earned high grades on each of those in this class who will be earning something from the prize bucket, which I will let you get in a second. These people are Juan and Faith. Juan and Faith, would you guys like a celebration? No celebration? All right, let's just do 2 claps, 2 snaps, and an oh yeah for Juan and Faith on 3. 2 claps, 2 snaps, and an oh yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah!
All right, so you guys will have a chance in a moment to get something from the prize bucket. The prize bucket has been refreshed and also includes things like chips, Starbucks, free homework passes, and bonus points on your vocab quiz. So this is definitely something worth earning. Walk up to your partner and tell your partner, why would it take zest to earn the highest grade on an assessment? How did Juan and Faith use zest to have this accomplishment? Tell your partner, go.
You have to use that, you have to push through and then study. You have to push through the study and through the quiz.
Wait, is this the highest grade?
So Johnny and I were just having a really interesting discussion. Johnny initially said, I actually don't think it takes zest to get the highest grade.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, okay, well then what does it take? And he said it takes hard work. But I'm thinking there's a connection between zest and hard work. Can somebody in this room help me make that connection? What is the connection between zest and hard work? Daniel Rodriguez thought he might know the answer. He started to go for it. The connection between zest and hard work.
I think zest and hard work, because both of them on zest you have to have that energy that to work, and so hard work is to go on it and push forward.
So in order to do hard work, you have to have the enthusiasm and energy. If you don't have zest, you're not going to be doing much hard work, right? You're probably going to be bored, the opposite of zest. So those are some great examples of zest that we've seen here in our classroom. We also have some non-examples of zest, sadly. There are some folks who have not been doing a lot of life work. Right? We talked about this before break. So if you are someone who completed 3 or fewer life work assignments in quarter 3, then tomorrow you'll be receiving a ticket inviting you to study group with me after school starting next week. We will be starting study groups for those of you who really struggle to get your life work done. It is not optional. Because if you don't have the zest on your, right, I'm going to put you in a group of people where you can share resources, share brains, right, share excitement, share energy, pump each other up. Like Tyler said, zest is about encouraging each other. And so if you have not yet developed that zest on your own, I'm going to help you out, right? So if you are someone who turns in most of your life work, you know this is not you. Tomorrow, you will get a ticket if you have turned in 3 or fewer life work assignments in quarter 3, and you will be invited to study group. This is a good way to prepare for 8th grade because as you get older, you're going to want to start organizing study groups on your own so that you don't have to do as much work by yourself. So this will help you practice for those of you who are having trouble developing that independence. It's going to help give you a little leg up to practice. Right. I know you shouldn't be too scared. It's going to be really fun. The last step of our zest lesson is for you to make a goal for yourself. Right? Think about a way that you could show zest even more, or maybe a time like life work where you haven't shown that much zest. And your goal, which you're going to write on this index card, is going to be about how you can show more zest in reading class. I want you to name a specific thing you're going to do to show more zest in reading class. All right, so take 2 minutes now, silently by yourself, to write down your goal. How will you show more zest in reading?